everyone, I'm Shaka and I am the leader of Group 4. Our report for today is entitled as Managing and Caring for the Self. Let us know what is cognition. According to APA Dictionary of Psychology, cognition is a term referring to the mental processes involved in gaining knowledge and comprehension. These cognitive processes include thinking, knowing, remembering, judging, and problem solving. Our brain is endlessly perceiving, processing, planning, organizing, and remembering. It is always active. There are various types of cognition processes: attention, language, learning, memory, perception, and thought. Attention is a cognitive process that allows people to focus on a specific stimulus in the environment. Attention has to do with the immediate experience of the individual. It is a state of current awareness, and it determines the content of consciousness and influences the quality of conscious experience. For example, there are times an individual's attention is captured by an unexpected event rather than voluntarily directed toward it. Language and language development are cognitive processes that involve the ability to understand and express thoughts through spoken and written words. Of course, language allows us to communicate with others, and it plays an important role in thought. It is our tool to understand and socialize with the people around us. Learning. Learning requires cognitive processes involved in taking in new things, synthesizing information, and integrating it with prior knowledge. In learning, it involves activities that foster personal development and contribute to creativity and personal discovery of a person. Memory. Memory is an important cognitive process that allows people to encode, store, and retrieve information. It is a critical component in the learning process and allows people to retain knowledge about the world and their personal histories. It is the process of taking information from the world around us, processing it, storing it, and later recalling that information. Okay, so here we go with perception. Perception is a cognitive process that allows people to take in information through senses or through our sensation and then utilize this information to respond and interact with the world. The word perception can be used in two different ways. It can refer to our experience of seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, and smelling objects and individuals around us. It can also refer to the processes that allows us to extract information from the patterns of energy that impinge on our sense organs. A very simple example of this is that you recognize your favorite food by its aroma and the way it looks. And lastly, thought. Thought is an essential part of every cognitive process. It allows people to engage in decision-making, problem-solving, and higher reasoning. It is also the process of using our mind to consider something. It can also be the product of that process, an idea, or just the thing that you're thinking about. So I'll just simply put it, thought is, in short, this is our own perception, our own thought, or our own opinion on a particular matter or situation. Here's Bandura's self-efficacy theory.
Vicarious learning. It is a conscious process that involves sensing, feeling, and empathizing with what people are doing and taking notes and evaluating. It is a way of learning that allows individuals to learn from the experience of others. This is where we also feel what they feel through experience. Example, one person can explain and describe his experience to other person. So a person who is learning will get new knowledge and experience through visualization. Verbal persuasion. It is a use of careful reasoning to show others have faith in one's ability. It involves someone convincing other person that they have capability to perform a task successfully. Example, if your friend is slightly depressed, or having the difficult time of her life, we were there to encourage and motivate her through positive talk.
Impact of cognition. The cognitive processes have a wide-ranging impact that influences everything from daily life to overall health. Perceiving the world. Even the most basic components of perception appear to be influenced by top-down cognitive processes, impacting how and what we see. The way we view the world and everything around us has a direct effect on our ideas, actions, and behavior. Relating it to our daily lives may be easier than one might imagine. It aids in the recognition of situations, objects, and patterns, as well as the ability to relate things to one another. Forming impressions, the process by which we build an overall impression of someone's character and talents based on available information about their qualities and behaviors, is known as impression formation. For instance, if a new employee in famous company comes to work in a sloppy, wrinkled attire on her first day, we may view her poorly and expect her work to be sloppy as well. However, first impressions are not always correct. If the person continually performs well, we may begin to see her in a different light. Filling the gaps. People also comment on these memories as they rebuild them, in addition to lowering information to make it more memorable and intelligible. This elaboration can occur when people are having difficulty remembering something. For example, when filling in information that was lacking during the perception of an event, when information is forgotten, the brain occasionally fills in the blanks with whatever appears to fit. Interacting with the world. When people say interact with the world, it means to communicate or be involved with things outside your house. For example, inviting persons to reflect on their experiences, encouraging conversation about what is being taught, and assisting them in exploring and understanding how ideas are connected.
Uses of cognition.
Clarity is your ability to set a clear and specific objective that all affected parties understand and can work towards achieving. So the example of clarity is focusing on your goals. Your goals must be clear, specific, and achievable. Do not create or think of goals that are invisible to attain. You must be smart in order to achieve your wants and goals. Challenge. So what is challenge? Challenge it means commuting, pulling to a goal and staying on the path up until the moment the goal is achieved. So the example of challenge is having too many goals. When you have a lot of goals to achieve and it is as simultaneous, you can achieve it at once. In order to achieve it, you must focus first on the goals where it will do you good and the people around you.
The first step in creating motivation is creating commitment to a goal. Goal commitment is the degree of determination a person uses to achieve an accepted goal. There are two main factors that determine its importance and self-efficacy. Regular reflection of your progress will help you stay on track, stay motivated, and ensure that your goals are still relevant. A good place to start a review is with any changes you've noticed. This could be changes in your own habits or behavior, your thought pattern or skill set. It could also be changes in your relationship, the way you communicate or how people respond to you. A challenging task can be motivating you and help you focus. It's important to give yourself the time and space you need to work through complex tasks. You don't need to do everything at all once.